Hello, my name is Quinn Gasaway. Today I'll be reading for the roles of Giles and Carolina. Bonjour madame, monsieur. Je vous propose un de nos canards célèbres de Rouen. On peut le faire à l'orange ou peut-être à la rouennaise, une spécialité de la maison.
The duck is always superb, but today's the first day in France for Madame.
Ah, madame, bienvenue à notre pays, et surtout à Rouen. Tout ce que nous pouvons faire, il serait pour nous un plaisir d'être à votre service.
Yes. I want the first taste of France for Madame to be the same as my first experience in this marvelous restaurant. Your incomparable solo à la meunière.
Ah oui, monsieur, très bien.
But one should start with oysters, and for wine, I think a good Sancerre, if you please.
Le 45 sera superbe avec le 8.
Excellent.
Très bien. Merci. So, you and the Giles were spies?
Military intelligence in the Pacific, don't you know? Army brass hated us. General MacArthur despised us. Of course, all the GIs hated MacArthur. Funny story. When MacArthur went back to the Philippines for his famous Eye of Return moment, the guys pulled the boat up in 6 feet of water. He stepped out of the boat like George Washington, only to say, "I have glug, glug, glug." They had to do it again for the cameras.
It's hard to see Miss Julia part of the Secret Service.
Are you kidding? Brain like a steel trap. She organized all the data field officers brought in. She made sense of all that crap, some of it phony as hell.
I'm glad I'm out of the Army. I'll be home in Carolina soon.
I knew a Southern boy in Salem. He was from Texas, I think.
That's not Southern.
He thought he was. Funny story. He was working with my pal General Wheeler, driving his Jeep. He'd drive us around, and the General would beg him to sing this old Civil War song called The Unreconstructed Rebel. You know it?
Oh, I know it. And now, you know we don't call it the Civil War. That's the war of northern aggression. Oh, I'm a good old rebel, now that's just what I am. For this fair land of freedom, I do not care a damn.
That's it. Ludicrous. Fighting in the U.S. Army, driving a 3-star general.
I'm glad I fit against it, I only wish we won. And I don't want no pardon for nothing what I done. Hey, Julia. It's me, Carolina. I got your recipe for mayonnaise. For your eyes only. Great glory guns. Well, Mata Hari, I love it. Perfect every time. Put it in my pimento cheese. And my barbecue shack, aka Chez Barbecue, is doing great. And you got me thinking, Julia. You over there writing and researching all them recipes, I'm gonna start documenting my native foods. Well, you know, she crab soup, hoppin' john, hummingbird cakes, ondal spoon bread, cathead biscuits, not to mention pulled pork with the only barbecue sauce worth eating, for which I include the following recipe. Hey, please note, there is no tomato or sugar in Eastern Carolina barbecue. What they do over in the western part of the state, doesn't matter. They're barbarians. I'm honored to be on your secret recipe list. I thank you for including me. You never made me feel stupid. Stick with it, man.